Oh, I won't lie, I'm a little bit hungover. But I've got a story for you. And it's to do with this hangover. Online speed dating. Did you know that was a thing? I didn't. Until a friend basically forced me to do it. And when I say force, literally, he mentioned it. I said, well, that sounds fun. Probably won't ever do it. And then next thing you know, I received a confirmation email for online speed dating. Thanks, friend. So format is you get an email and it asks you to set up a profile. You can put a picture, you can put your age, you can put in a few personality traits you can tick. So like pub lover, tick, music, taste, whatever, like a standard dating profile. Say on the day of the event, you're going to receive a Zoom link and that will invite you into the virtual lobby, and then you'll have however many minutes per date. So at this point, I'm thinking, I don't know how many dates, how many people are going. And to be honest, as I said to my friend, I'm only going for banter. I'm not actually taking this shit seriously. So time got closer and I was thinking, what if I do meet someone? What if I actually have an amazing experience and, I meet my one true love? When I say the switch just flipped, I went from just laughing about it to being an absolute anxious wreck. I'm not exaggerating. It was intense. Myself a drink. I nicked two of them. I was like, truth be told, I've been single quite a while now, and so the nerves were hitting me. And of course, questions like, do I mention I'm deaf blind? Do I mention Usher syndrome? Do I talk about work? How do you date? How do you do it virtually? So many questions and no answers and so little time. So the friend I was going with, we talked about it and we were like, right. We decided on a drinking game. And every time someone would mention lockdown, we would have to do a shot. I would just do a big swig of my wine. That's enough, right? Don't want to be completely trash. Not a great first impression. And yeah, so that was just an inside game that he and I had throughout the event. Yeah, it did help. I'm not gonna lie, it helped for the a bit of Dutch courage. I needed it. I did. I don't know whether it's because we've been in a pandemic and none of us have been able to actually socialise and meet anybody, let alone in a date format. It's quite nerve-wracking, but actually there was something quite comforting about the fact that we were doing it in our own comfort zone. So I've got my camera positioned there. I was very anxious about the positioning and the lighting and all of that. That was ridiculous. I spilled a drink trying to get it right because I was moving the laptop and I was like, oh my god, angles. Don't want to look like I've got three chins. I want just the one. Oh, I was far too obsessed with that. But the fact that we were doing it from home actually was quite nice. But then I was also really worried that I wasn't going to be able to hear them. So I was like, oh, I need to sort out my multi-mic, which is a little separate microphone that you can get with the hearing aids that when people talk into it, it streams straight into my ears and I can connect that through to the laptop. So I was trying to sort that out and I could not for the life of me sort it out. So I was then really anxious because I didn't have that extra reassurance of actually hearing the everyday. And I was like, I don't want to just go through the whole, by the way, I am a bit deaf, can you please talk a bit louder every single date. I just wanted it to just flow naturally. If I wanted to say something about it, then I would. But I didn't want to put too much pressure on myself to do that, so I didn't. So Molly, how did it go? How did speed dating go for little old Molly? Well, it was fun. It was fun. There was, I think, maybe 12 people. I don't know. I'm guessing. And we had 4 minutes each. I surprised myself how chill I actually was. I don't know if that was just the wine or whether that's just me, but actually, outside in the social life world, I am quite a chilled person. I am chatty. I can speak for England, but I was surprised that actually, even under pressure, I was able to ask sort of what I felt appropriate questions, and it flowed. It flowed a lot more than I thought. Considering the pressure of it. So we were given numbers at the beginning and it was name, number at the beginning of each, so everyone was writing those down. And what happens now is you go back onto your profile and all of the candidates come up and you have yes, no, or friend to tick. And I'm assuming if you yes each other, you get each other's details. So yeah, it was an alright experience. It was. I would recommend. I was more worried about actually just once I was in the room, I was worried about not being able to hear. There was a couple of people that had accents, and that was a bit trickier. But I think I did okay. I didn't once mention Usher syndrome, my disability, and I don't feel bad or like I should have, because it doesn't define who I am. It's just something, and I think I felt very much comfortable with not mentioning it. If we were arranging to meet, then I would maybe say, look, because it shouldn't be a deal breaker, but it will be for some, and that is totally fine. But deal with it when we get to it, So that's something that I did slightly differently, I think, because in the dating world, and that might be another video, it's an interesting conversation to have, and I've had good and bad reactions, shall we say, good and bad, and no in between. What about you all? If you've got a disability or something you feel that the other person should probably know, in that format on online speed dating where you've only got 4 minutes, would you use that time to educate the person on your disability, or would you? I honestly just think that whilst yes, it's great to be completely honest, and I don't know, I just think that with Tinder and other apps, they are, in my opinion, like so shallow, because it's all about pictures and things like that, and anyone can post a picture and like a picture, right? But when it comes to personality and getting to know the person and whether or not you feel safe with that person, I think that goes beyond your disability. Usher syndrome does not define who I am, and if you're the kind of person that would say no to me because of that, then you're not the kind of person that I want to be with. And I feel like that's something that I would pick up on, like a vibe I would pick up on, without having to tell them about Usher syndrome before. Like, all they're asking me about my work and why I do my work in charity, I'm not going to lie, like I would tell them and to educate them, but I don't want that to be my priority. There's so much more to me. Well, I quite liked the online aspect of speed dating, because one of the big things about dating in the real world, I would worry about my mobility, like getting from A to B. Do I take Bella, my guide dog, my cane? Are they picking me up? Is it going to be dark? Am I going to fall over before? Am I going to completely embarrass myself? People that know me know that I just laugh at myself anyway. That's just my personality. But I like the fact that online, and feel more confident being more in control of when I feel comfortable enough to tell this person. But that's just me. Comment, let me know. Do you want me to talk about? There is a video on my YouTube that I posted a couple of years ago of some of my embarrassing dating experiences. And I'm always up for a funny story. So, but online speed dating, I can definitely tick that box now. I've done that one. Will I do it again? Possibly. Who knows? Is this the next big thing for people with and without disabilities? Is it good? I also think there should be a balance. So, like, we can't just do it all online. Of course, we actually can't meet people at the minute, but maybe there should be like a limit as to how many video calls you do with a person before you actually bite the bullet and go and meet that person, because a relationship should never just be on camera. But yeah, is it good? Is it good? Is it bad? You tell me.